We are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. So this is one of Ahsoka's maps. They do a really good job with maps. This is the Onderon one. I took the Onderon soldiers from... Wait, hang on. Shift D. Control, Alt, Shift D. Hello? Okay. I might have been blind that whole time. I have no clue. Yeah. Onderon. Okay. Want to make sure I was pronouncing it correctly. So, we have all these soldiers. They have DC-15As. They got some pistols. They got some C's. I think that this group has a shotgunner. So they've got some different forces. These guys are all on free move mode, and they are being led by, we have Captain Rex, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. So Captain Rex is 2x health. I'll show you what the enemy will have for 2x health as well. So these guys are on free move mode. I mean, they were probably out here doing a training when this attack started. So that's a force that they have. And then up here, this is the Rebel Stronghold. This one they absolutely kitted out with soldiers. They got many of them. Remember, these guys are rebels. I probably should have given them like less of these like bigger guns and more pistols, but oh well. But they're all scattered around. Some areas have more defense than others. You got a few of these turrets over here. Over here you got a small defense. Over here is a little bit... Oh, wait, hang on. Over here we have a little bit of a bigger setup of defense. This is going to be a key point for them to hold. Guess that I forgot to go around and adjust the soldiers that weren't really in a spot. Sometimes that can happen. Let me just move these guys. And then we'll just put you up there. There you go, buddy. You can participate. So, they've got all this as their defense up here. They also have this kind of rampway up. They got some soldiers on there. Not as many. This is a position that's likely to fall. So, they're not going to put too many soldiers onto it. I mean, there's so much area to cover that they're unlikely to hold it for very long. So they got this pathway up, and then over here, this kind of main pathway. Now, as a forward defensive position, they have a few of these little areas here. They've got some troops on it. This side is glitched, so I couldn't put anybody there. They got two of these turrets, and then it's a bunch more soldiers. Over here, you can see a bunch of them. One thing that I will mention, there did used to be a rock here, but the AI just gets stuck on a lot of these rocks, so I did delete that. I didn't want to set up waypoints for these guys. I felt like that would be too much of, like, me kind of scripting for them. So, the goal of this front line defense, they will not last long. I've run this battle before. They do not last long, like, at all. So, their main goal is they got to try and hold out until these soldiers make it. If they can hold out by the time that those soldiers make it, chances are they will be victorious in this battle. Now, as for the attacking, we have over here General Grievous with his Magma Guards. We got a bunch of them. I just gave them the E5s. So, we got them. Grievous doesn't have 2x health. Same with Obi-Wan and Anakin. The lightsabers, I ran the battle. I mean, it's lore accurate in terms of how devastating he was. But the issue with that is it also... all the rebels will try and target him, and he was just blitzkrieging the defense, having the droids come up behind him and wipe them out. I thought that it was too unfair for this. He also has commando droids. The commando droids and the magma guards all have 2x health. And then they have a wide assortment of droids. They got E5s, they got snipers, they got rockets, E5s again. So yeah, they got normal health. There are 5 of these kind of sets of the commando droids. They have 3 different waypoints. So the first group is going to go down the main path and come up this way, or at least that's what they're supposed to do. The second group is going to go down this path, and then the third group is going to come up here. The times that I've run it, it doesn't happen just because the AI sees fighting and it decides to go to the fighting versus where I tell it to. So chances are they will not follow the path that I wish for them to take, but that's fine. So we're going to see how this goes. This position is going to crumble. One other thing that I did do, I did put this guy out here. He's not meant to get any kills. He's not meant to really do much. All that it is these guys wait until the droids are super close to them before starting to fire. And, like, I kid you not, they would get no kills and get wiped out in milliseconds. So I started putting this guy up here. This gets them to start shooting a little bit earlier, which does get them to start shooting and actually being able to get some kills. So we're going to see how this goes. The droids did not spare any soldiers for this battle. And we're going to go and we're going to sit up here while we watch this start. As we can see, the droids do start clumping up. Ah, crap, that's right. Every single time I start the battle, it puts back on the clipping position. Alright. So we can see here, the droids are starting to come up. They're in our line of sight, but it'll be a minute before they get into the rebels' line of sight. Worst case scenario, if they make it up to here, I will start it. It's just fair, I think. Shots are being fired by this guy over here. Not all the rebels are firing in. This gun starts going off. The gun up there starts going off. But will it be enough? Grievous is starting to go through. One of the guns stopped firing. The gun's going again. See what I mean? They just target Grievous. So if he had too much health, then it would just be very unfair. And they're starting to get wiped out. We got rockets coming in from the droids. The turret decides to go back into fighting the main force. Up here, this one's still going. I thought that he would be gone by now. Now he's gone. This one also went down. We got 2 more troopers up here. And 2 more up here. Oh my god, the rockets are coming in like crazy. 1 more down here. Oh! 1 guy up here still. This guy did end up going down. These droids are trying to rocket this guy, and they are not having any luck with it. I don't even know if he can fire down. No, I think that I put him in a glitch spot. I'm gonna move him. Yeah. I mean, he was gonna die either way, but I was hoping that he might be able to get some shots off. Now, the rebels should be making... Yep, we got the rebels moving through the woods now, led by Obi-Wan and Anakin. Rex is going to be really hard to find. They're pushing up. The droids are starting their assault. Oh, there's Rex. Rex is over here in the back. He's got his pistol. The droids are starting to march down their lines. We're going to get some going down this main avenue, and then some are going to go down this way. Chances are this firing is going to redirect a lot of these guys. They do get stuck down here. I will move the droids if they are getting stuck. I think that that is fair. However, if they are off, if their AI is off fighting something, I won't mess with them there. We got some fighting going on over here. It looks like Grievous and Anakin are about to clash. They're kind of sitting up here. This is odd fighting. Lightsaber battles are interesting in this mod, to say the least. Oh, lots of explosions. Anakin is still up. Oh, he just got flung around. Anakin just went down. I think, yeah, Anakin went down. They still keep this kind of standing animation. Obi-Wan also went down. It is now only Grievous. Let's see, how much health does Grievous have? Grievous is still like full health. Bro, how? How? How much health do you have? You're set to droids. I don't know why you have so much health still. Okay. Oh, mate. I guess that they're not down. It was showing them silhouetted as dead. I don't know. Grievous is still going on a rampage out here. It looks like Anakin is coming in to try and help out the rebels. He's maybe. I don't know what Anakin's doing. Rex is over here leading the fight against Grievous. Trying to get some good shots off on him before he gets any closer. Rex knows firsthand how dangerous it is to let Grievous get close. He starts retreating immediately when Grievous comes by. That is a smart move by Rex. We gotta quickly pop over here. Let's see how this is doing. It looks like the droids have started to make it up this ramp. They've taken out a lot of them. Alright, I am going to start... They just group up here, so I just put them... I kind of spread them out, like, between going to the two different paths. The majority of the attacking force that is fighting in the woods is the one that's supposed to go down the main alley, so I'm not going to put any that going down the main way. But this is basically just me resetting the AI to go down more or less their respective... that was some lag. Their respective paths that I did plan for them to take, and they just ended up not. So this will kind of get them a little bit back on track. So it looks like the droids are making it through the woods here. It looks like Anakin's over here. I think he's still alive. What else do we got? Anything? Looks like Grievous is over here now. He's still up. Let's see if we can't find our boy Rex. Gotta look through all the dead here. Just gonna turn this on so I can see them better. Not seeing him yet. Maybe he's over here. Oh, they overran really far back. They didn't actually ever run this far back last time that I ran this. I don't know if Rex made it. Looks like Grievous is coming in. These guys are trying to back off and keep on firing at him. I think that it's a lost cause trying to kill Grievous. I don't see my boy Rex. Yeah, it looks like Obi-Wan is down. I don't know about Anakin. It's really hard to find people on this map. Alright, looks like it's kind of coming down to the all the soldiers that retreated the furthest back. They are now the only surviving ones. Probably could have put cover in here to give them like more options. We got, I mean, they do have a solid amount of rebels still back here. Got these two are moving in. So these rebels can still like pull off and make their way back out, but the droids are viciously hunting them down. They are moving in large groups, which is very effective for the droids here. It looks like, yeah, and they're kind of, I think they're glitching a little bit on that very edge, which might be causing some of them to not fire. Let's take a peek back up here. It doesn't look like any of the droid offenses really worked up here. Let's see, this side? No. Huh. I've run this before where the droids absolutely destroyed the clones. I don't know. I might have messed up the chances at some point. I don't know how. We'll just put those guys onto cover. I mean, the droids do have a sizable force in the woods. The last time that I ran it, they did not have this many in the woods. These rebels are doing a great job at luring out the droids and kind of delaying the attack, which might work in the end for their last base defense. It looks like those guys are getting wiped out. We got this last kind of bunch over here. These guys are kind of the last ones out in this forest. We got these two over here. This guy's trying to Rambo. Oh, there he goes. The Rambo move did not work. Trying to see if I can find Rex. Sometimes bodies do disappear from the rockets, so there is a chance that his body will not appear. We might be able to try and find a helmet or something of his. The droids are moving in on something. Those guys, oh my lord. Guys, he's dead. You didn't have to do him like that. Damn. Now I think if I can do, which one is it? Highlight corpses, highlight items. Will this show me? Yeah, this will show me for helmets. So this way we can see if he did blow up, we'll see his helmet light up. Oh, that's lag. I don't know where he went. Should have stayed with my boy. Where did Rex go? I really want to try and find Rex. Curious to see like where he went down. Perhaps somewhere over here? Nope. Here's some... We kind of got our last fighters over here. Here he is. Captain Rex did go down. He went down over here. He no longer has his body. He must have been falling back with that group that we spotted like towards the end, like when we came back over and Grievous was charging at the clones while they were retreating. Or not the clones, the rebels. I bet you that's where he fell and we just missed it type thing. So with that though, that is almost the last rebels actually. I thought that they got all the rebels there. But the droids are far from done. They still have all of this up here to do. This one droid is actually making it far. I don't know what he's gonna do. But, you know, you do you, man. He's just kind of sitting there. You good, buddy? Is he waiting for that clone to pop up? Or not clone, rebel? Alright, let's see. How's it going over here? We still have some rebels. But they are not going to fare well over here. This guy got grenaded out of his spot. Kind of got some last ones over here. This guy's got a DC-15A. Oh, buddy. Nah, he kept on moving. These are officially the last rebels. Once these guys get taken out, it is the end of the rebels over here. And then it'll be all up to whoever the rebels in the last defense. We will see if that defense can hold out or if it's gonna fall. And that was more lag. 3 left. Yep. It's just these 3 left over here. I think that it's gonna be... Oh my god, there are still so many droids over here. They should start making their way back over to their waypoints. 1 rebel remains. He's not gonna last very long, though. Yeah. There were far too many droids for him to take out on his own. Alright, let's see if we can find Grievous. He was up towards the front for the longest time. He is easier to spot with his lightsabers. I'm not seeing Grievous. I don't know where he went. To be fair, I haven't seen him in a little bit. Alright, looks like they're starting to make it back over to their waypoints. Actually the droids did start to come up here. I don't know why the rebels haven't spotted them or shot at them yet. To each their own, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, they're all making their way back over to the waypoints now. I'm not seeing Grievous. Hello? Lightsaber wielding maniac, where are you? I actually cannot find him. Nope. No, these guys are him. He's not one of the guys over here. No. This guy's still up here. Are you Grievous? No. Alright, more of them are working on making their way to their waypoints, heading back out. We got some of the guys that are supposed to go to that right side going. Then we still got some of these guys aren't really sure what to do with themselves yet. They'll figure it out here. Got some really sticking in the back lines here. Jeez. Few rocket troopers. Actually, a lot of rocket troopers are kind of staying in the back. There's a lot of rocket troopers in the back. My god. Alright. So again, if they stay hugging the walls, I will move them off of the walls, just because the AI is too stupid to do it themselves. Oh. They're starting to trickle up here. Oh, here's Grievous. Grievous is still alive. He's got some pretty sizable health as well. So, he can live for a while longer. Let's see if he does anything. He's kind of just standing here. But the droids are starting to make their way up and taking some shots at these preliminary defenses. If the droids can get enough forces up here, they shouldn't have an issue with these defenses. But they're just not getting their forces around these rocks. This guy's still over here. I don't know how he's not been shot yet. Oh, they actually wiped out this. I'm shocked. Huh. Alright, but let's see what's going on over here. Got some rockets going out at these troopers. The droids can get up these walls. Oh yeah, they got a lot over here. Okay, I'm gonna start moving them up. I try and do it fairly, but I mean, I don't really feel like staring at AI smacking into a rock wall. It's just not very entertaining. Oh. That was some lag. That's some more. Hang on. Let me bump down some graphics. Model quality. Yeah, we can. Actually, I don't want to bump that down to low. Normal and parallel mapping effects? What does this even mean? We'll just turn it off. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. I don't know what half of those settings do. I just click things and hope that it works. Alright, so we're setting in a sizable force. They do have a good grouping over here. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's my bad. You guys can take control back. Alright, so now they are making their way through. They just needed to have a sizable force going up. Another thing that we will... Oh. Another thing that we will do is a lot of times squatting them up can improve their ability to actually continue with battles and stuff. So we're just going to try and squat up a bunch of these guys. Try and make it so that they go together. Just to make things a little bit more interesting here. There we go. We got some of them squatted up. We'll see if that helps or not. The droids are doing a number on these defenses over here. Grievous is making his way up. I don't think that they're going to be able to kill Grievous at this point. With how much health that I saw that he had, yeah, he's only like halfway. I don't think that he'll be going down. If they kill him, then they'll end up losing because they focused way too much fire onto him. I don't know if they can get an in-between. He's just up here absolutely taking shots. And, like, he's probably not losing much health either. I did this with him having 2x health. You couldn't even see a difference in his health when he got up here. And he went and he soloed most of this. He is just tanking the shots. Then we got over here, we got this attack force here. This is actually pretty sizable ones, mixed with the commando droids and the B1s. These rebels down here are putting up a solid fight, getting a lot of shots out. But will it be enough with Grievous? I don't know. Lots of droids coming up here. Some RPG shots. It looks like they took out a lot of stuff from this defense here. This one's still holding relatively strong. Once the droids get over to this side, the rest of these troopers will be able to start unloading a lot more. We also got a few guys still up here. Is this droid still down here? No, it looks like he did perish finally. I don't think that he amounted to much. Got a few still left over here as well. We're gonna see how well they do. The droids are kind of stuck here. Grievous is still up. He is going down. He has about quarter-ish of his health left. So we will see if he makes it through the rest of this battle or not. The rebels really got a good spot over here. They do have a lot of soldiers here. They can put out a lot of fire. Looks like Grievous is getting grenaded. They did knock him off. Is he dead, though? He might be dead. I think they got him. He's not appearing. Alright. With Grievous down, the rebels might win this one. I don't know if the droids can take out this defense without Grievous basically tanking everything. Times that I ran it, Grievous would just run in and all of the soldiers would just shoot at him and not anybody else. Looks like these guys are still holding up over here. Got some DC-15Xs and stuff over here. Looks like the droids aren't attacking this area at all. Oh, no, wait. We got, I think, one soldier here. Yeah. Let's see. Nothing's over here. I think that it's mostly just this here. I think that once this falls, that's basically the end for the droids. Let's get some of these squads that really haven't made it up. We'll start moving these guys up. I mean, it's... Oh! These actually fell quicker than I thought. I thought that these guys would hold. It looks like the droids got a good angle and then they used their RPGs. Now it is just the rebels on this side left. Let's see how long it takes the droids to actually figure it out. Oh, we got some fighting with these guys over here. They took out all of this defense that was up here. And now the droids are RPGing them. Alright, this is the last area for the rebel defense. I mean, the rebels don't have this. I mean, yeah, no, they cannot win this now. If they could have held that one spot longer, they might have had this. I mean, they were getting a sizable amount of kills. They just had to keep these longer. Looks like the droids are starting to make their way in. Got the last bit of defenders on this area. Seems like the droids are taking their sweet time in actually making their way over. Rebels are lying and waiting. The droids seem way too interested in shooting dead bodies. Oh, we do have some shots going out at these droids that were over here. Does sound like one of these guys did go down. Might have been him. Or him. Or him. Or him, or him, or him. I don't know why that... I don't know how this guy survived, but you know what? Let's make it so you can give a hand, shall we? There you go, buddy. Go and kill them all with your pistol. We believe in you. You got this, buddy. Come on. Keep firing. Don't let up. Don't let them get you. I think that they got him. We got some last defense over here. Another one goes down. This is almost gone. We got a few left up in here. The majority of their forces are gone. The droids just gotta get these last few kills. You know what? Let's see. Oh, this droid is trying to be sneaky over here. Doesn't look like these rebels really have an angle. Let's see. Oh no, they do. I think. Maybe not. Oh, we got a droid running through. He did go down. Looks like we got this guy over here. Oh god. Alright, that was an RPG. He doesn't... Oh, some of these guys are shotgunners, so they can't actually shoot across the way. Maybe I should have not put shotgunners. Let's see. How many of you guys are... Oh, you're a pistol. Shotgun. 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 So I guess all the shotgunners somehow made it in the same kind of defensive areas. That's interesting. Well, I don't think they're going to make it out of this one, so let's just get them down here to try and take out the last... Oh, nope. Oh, they put the squad lead up there. That was not great. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Get him. Go. Go get him. Come on. You guys got this. Get that one last kill. One last kill. Yeah, good job, buddy. Go. Get on your defensive position. Hold the line, buddy. Come on, buddy. Nope. This is not the time to get stuck on the defensive position. Nope. I got one. Ah, he went down. Alright, so that does wrap it up for the rebels. There are none left. Lots of droids left. So, let's take a look. So, yellow are... Nope. Wrong keys. So, yellow are the rebels. Red are the droids. As you can see, the rebels didn't get that much here at the beginning. They got like 4 kills on the droids. That's really not great. They got a few in here and in the woods. I mean, they put up a good defense in the woods. They just... It didn't amount to much. I think that there were too many commando droids for them to deal with this kind of area. They need to whittle down on those commandos a lot sooner, and their front defense just didn't have that. The rebels did good up here. They got a lot of kills. I mean, this was a pretty good spot. Same with up here. And then once the droids kind of made it on the sides, they started crumbling. Over here was also pretty good. And then there was also, of course, this. It's a few dead scattered around in this kind of woods area. All in all, the rebels didn't do that badly, but there were just a lot of areas that they could have done better. Like, if they held this front and the rebels over here were able to make it up, this would have been a great spot to hold, and that unfortunately just did not happen for them. But either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.